Meanwhile, ABC7 is still working to get new details on a 45-year-old cold case.
Last week, we told you of an arrest for an El Paso murder from back in 1970, and tonight we've learned it could lead to other cases reopened.
Reporter Darren Hunt just spoke with a detective who's looking into the city's cold cases. It's an interview you'll see only on ABC7. Darren?
Rick and Estelle, it was DNA from fingernail clippings off victim Doris Rivers 45 years ago that cracked it, and that's given El Paso's lone cold case detective hope of solving other cases.
There's a list of about 70 cases, and they're going back to 1972, that are unsolved.
Detective Michael Amon has been El Paso's only full-time cold case detective since the unit was formed in 2004.
Gone over about 15 of them, so it really helps if you're sticking with it, because DNA is progressing.
Amon has been part of solving 5 different cold cases, but none more miraculous than the 1970 murder of Doris Rivers, whose granddaughter inquired about her case 2 years ago, leading him to test fingernail clippings from the victim.
I told her from the very start, it's a very long shot. I cannot make any promises. We've never done anything like this old. But we'll try it.
DNA found on that evidence led to the arrest last week of 70-year-old Willie James Johnson in Mississippi. He has since been extradited to El Paso. In 1970, he was stationed at Fort Bliss and was one of the original suspects in the case.
That was amazing. I don't think that years ago this would have even worked at all.
This is the Property and Evidence Office in downtown El Paso, where Detective Amon found those fingernail clippings from Doris Rivers. He says the arrest in that case has inspired him to test other El Paso cold case evidence that's stored in this facility.
Of course, I'm not going to say which exact cases I'm looking at, but I'm looking at quite a few of them.
Amon said originally they concentrated on cases from 1972 on. Among the cold cases he's now working is the 1966 murder of a military wife in central El Paso. Rick and Estelle.
Let's hope there's a breakthrough. Darren, thank you very much. And a big thanks to all of our viewers for sharing videos.